For many high-achieving corporate women, success has always come with pressure. Long hours, high expectations, constant responsibility. A sense that you must always be on. And for a long time, that approach works. You advance, you achieve, you build something meaningful. So naturally, you begin to associate success with intensity, with effort, with pushing through. But over time, something begins to shift. Not because you're becoming less capable, but because your identity is evolving. And the way you relate to success begins to change. Let's anchor something important first. High-achieving corporate women do not burn out because they are weak. They burn out because they are misaligned. And one of the most common sources of misalignment is an outdated definition of success. Let's slow this down. Because hustle culture is not entirely wrong. Effort matters. Discipline matters. Consistency matters. But hustle culture often takes those principles and stretches them beyond alignment. It promotes constant output without evaluating sustainability. It rewards visibility without considering internal costs. It normalizes overextension without questioning its long-term impact. And when high-achieving women internalize these patterns, they begin operating in ways that are no longer aligned with who they are becoming. Now, here is where the tension appears. You still value excellence. You still care about performance. You still want to grow, but you no longer want to sustain that growth through constant pressure. And that creates a question. What does success look like now? Not 5 years ago, now. This is where we need to redefine success. Not by rejecting ambition, but by redefining it. Because sustainable success is not about doing less. It is about doing what is aligned consistently without internal conflict. Let's get clear on the difference. Hustle-driven success is output-focused. It prioritizes how much you can do, how much you can handle, how far you can push. Sustainable success is alignment-focused. It prioritizes how you operate, what you are building, and whether it can be maintained over time. Hustle culture asks, how much can I achieve? Sustainable success asks, what can I sustain while staying aligned? That difference is subtle, but it changes everything. Now, let's go deeper. Why do high-achieving women struggle to move away from hustle culture? Because it has worked. It produced results. It built credibility. It created opportunity. So letting go of it can feel risky. You may think, if I slow down, I will lose momentum. If I change how I operate, will I still be seen as capable? If I stop overextending, will I fall behind? Those are valid concerns. But here is the truth. The strategies that helped you reach one level are not always the strategies that sustain the next. And leadership maturity requires adapting your approach. Let's explore what sustainable success actually looks like. There are 3 key shifts. The first shift is from intensity to consistency. Hustle culture rewards intensity, short bursts of high output, constant urgency. But intensity is difficult to maintain. Consistency is different. It is steady, reliable, aligned. It allows you to perform at a high level without constant strain. And over time, consistency produces stronger results than intensity. The second shift is from external validation to internal alignment. Hustle-driven success often depends on recognition, titles, metrics, visibility, but sustainable success is anchored internally. It is based on alignment with your values, clarity of direction, confidence in how you operate. This does not mean external success disappears. It means it is no longer the primary driver. The third shift is from overextension to intentional contribution. Hustle culture encourages doing more, taking on more, carrying more. But sustainable success is selective. It focuses on where you create the most value, where your strengths are best applied, where your contribution is most meaningful, and it releases everything else. Let me give you a metaphor. Imagine running a marathon. Hustle culture treats it like a sprint. Run fast, push hard, ignore fatigue. But sustainable success treats it like endurance. Pace yourself, manage energy, stay aligned with your rhythm. Because the goal is not just to start strong, it is to finish well. Now, let's connect this back to identity, because this shift is not just external, it is internal. You must redefine how you see yourself, not as someone who proves value through constant output, but as someone who creates value through aligned contribution. That identity shift changes how you work, how you decide, and how you lead. This is why the RTS method includes sustain, because alignment must be maintained, not just achieved. Realign, clarify your identity. Transition, adjust your direction. Sustain, protect your alignment through intentional operation. Because success that costs your identity is not sustainable success. Let's bring this together. If you're feeling tension between ambition and sustainability, you are not losing your drive. You are refining it. And refinement is growth. Let's recap. Hustle culture prioritizes output. Sustainable success prioritizes alignment. Intensity is short-term. Consistency is long-term. External validation is temporary. Internal alignment is stable. And intentional contribution is more powerful than overextension. If you are a high-achieving corporate woman navigating this shift, you do not need to abandon your ambition. You need to align it. And alignment transforms how success feels, not just how it looks. In the next video, we are going to explore what professional maturity actually looks like. Because maturity is not just about experience. It is about how you think, how you decide, and how you operate. And that shift is what sustains long-term success. I will see you on the next one.